It's time for the Sports Report with your host, Mike Prince. For scores, updates, and highlights, Waller County area, the Sports Report is your one-stop spot. And now let us join in today's program.
Hello and welcome to the Monday edition of the Sports Report. Mike Prince here with you from the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Want to let you know that today's show will be featuring interviews with head coach of the Lady Panthers, Miss Dawn Brown, head coach of the Men Panthers basketball squad, Mr. Byron Rimm II, and we'll also hear from shooting guard for the Men Panthers, Mr. Montreal Scott. Keep it locked where you got it, and we'll be right back with the Monday edition of the Sports Report. This broadcast has been made possible by the support of the Prairie View Athletic Club. The Prairie View Athletic Club is a proud supporter of Prairie View A&M University athletics. For more information on becoming a member of the Prairie View Athletic Club, send your email to pvathletic.club@gmail.com. That email address again is pvathletic.club@gmail.com. Prairie View Athletic Club, a proud supporter of Prairie View A&M University athletics.
Welcome. For English, press 1. To learn more about your phone services, press 1. With its current features, your phone can silence verbal abuse, prevent scarring, end humiliation.
A phone can stop abuse. Kids Help Phone. Please give. For more information, visit kidshelpphone.ca.
Provide hope, build confidence, promote emotional healing.
All right, and welcome back to the Sports Report. Mike Prince here with you. As you may have heard by now, the Lady Panthers and the Men Panthers were successful over the weekend as they were able to both take care of the Arkansas Pine Bluff Golden Lions. The women won by the score of 71-62, and the men were able to take care of business by the score of 75-62. So both teams were victorious in their quest on trying to secure that SWAC run, if you will, and we were able to catch up with Coach Dawn Brown and Coach Byron Rimm as they were able to reflect on their team's performances over the weekend against the Arkansas Pine Bluff Golden Lions.
All right, this is Mike Prince, and I have with me head coach Dawn Brown of the victorious Lady Panthers. Well, it seems like the girls are trying to gel things together, and congratulations on your win tonight, Coach.
Well, thank you. Definitely, I'm pleased with the way that we've been playing, for these last couple games, even dropping a close game to Jackson State on last Saturday. But I'm very pleased with how the team is coming together. We're able to kind of contribute and spread some success offensively throughout the board across through all of the team.
Very good. Now, you talked about that heartbreaker back there in Jackson, Mississippi. You went home and doing double overtime, and I know it's water under the bridge right now, but I was thinking about it. I said, that one you kind of took a little personal, huh?
I did take it a little personal. It still hurts me a little bit, but we still played a great game, with 5 players filing out of that game, as well as me not having my second leading scorer, Larissa Scott, that's suffering from a shoulder injury right now. That's just a price that just goes along with it. But I was pleased with Alexis Parker stepping up, my freshman having 21 points for that game. And she's shared her thoughts as far as her wanting to dominate in this conference, and breaking out with a 21-point game in Larissa's absence is a way to kind of ruffle some things up.
Now, what's the status on Larissa? What is it looking like? Is she day by day, or you have a prognosis when she'll be back?
Right now she has to get an MRI on this weekend. On this coming week. She won't be playing Monday either. She redislocated her shoulder again against Grambling. We're not in a rush to bring her back. I want her healthy. That's what's most important, is making sure that the student athletes are healthy. She's tough. She wants to get back as soon as possible, so we're going to rehab her, let sports medicine and the trainer take close looks at her, and then, we'll move forward from there.
Now, speaking of, it's almost like automatic. Jeanette Jackson was on fire tonight, 21 points. She was 6 of 17 from the field, 4 of 7 from three-point range, and she's just been Little Miss Do-It-All. But what's more important, I'm looking at her minutes. You don't give her a break at all, huh, Coach?
No, Jeanette can't get a break. We talk about it all the time. And she's a smart enough player. I'll call timeouts and she'll rest up some at the media. But we rest her even in practice. So our practice time is very short just because of the fact that we're small in numbers. So we want to be able to rest them up so they can be able to play 40 minutes in a game. But Jeanette, if she needs a breather, she'll normally ask for one. But if not, you're going to see 40 minutes of Jeanette Jackson on the floor.
Very well said. She says she's gotten used to it right now, so that's a good thing. Now, to me, you had a breakout performance tonight by a young lady by the name of Miss Shamaya Brooks. When you look at it on paper, it just look like a ho-hum type deal. But of late, she's been coming into her own.
Right. Shamaya has shared her interest as far as wanting to be one of the most dominant post players in this league. We got to work with her mechanics a little bit more to get her feet ready. But by the time her senior campaign, you'll see a lot more of what she's capable of doing. She's helping us right now tremendously, being that big body in the middle of our zone with her hands up. She's able to block some shots. I believe she had 3 blocks tonight. Would have had a little bit more, but with some fouls that they call down there in the stretch. She's definitely the aggressor, and she wants to set the tone as far as what she's capable of doing in this conference.
Well, Coach, if there's any food for thought, she has admitted through an interview process that she now knows and believes that she belongs here in the SWAC.
Okay. Well, I think she had to get some looks at some other teams to see kind of what she's capable of doing. We played such a tough preseason schedule, and it's kind of been a little discouraging for her. So she's got her confidence up. We had to have a talk at halftime, and I told her, I said, Shamaya, I don't know, because first half, she didn't do so well first half. And I told her, I said, you're showing me signs of the freshman Shamaya, but I need that big girl Shamaya. Shamaya has this alter ego on the inside, and she wants to be the diva. And we saw the diva Shamaya first half, but I said, I need the basketball player Shamaya to come out. And that's what she was able to do second half.
Well, isn't that most women, they have this alter ego? all women have that alter ego.
We do, but when we playing basketball, all they got to be put in your back pocket.
All right, I got Coach Dawn Brown here of the Lady Panthers. Now, Coach, you have a chance to take care of some business against Mississippi Valley on Monday night. It'll be 3 games in a row. What do you see some of the keys for success in your upcoming opponent?
Well, we're going to get down and look at the film as a team tomorrow on Mississippi Valley. They're going to come in very, very scrappy, but very capable. I don't know what the stats is from the TSU game, but they're going to come in here hungry as well. We just got to get started a little earlier. We kind of played with them, played with Pine Bluff a little bit tonight when we should have kind of got out and just ran with it. But we were a little stagnant early, and we want to make sure that we make the adjustments, especially if that happens with Mississippi Valley. But our defense predicated our offense tonight, and that's what was most important. And if we're able to do the same thing against Mississippi Valley, then we should be successful at the end of the game.
All right, well, this is Mike Prince with the Open Mic Broadcast Network and the Sports Report. Coach Dawn Brown, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule and coming to talk to us. You're listening to the Sports Report. I want to remind you that we are the official voice of Waller County Athletics, bringing you service for the Waller Bulldogs, the Hempstead Bobcats, the Royal Falcons, and, of course, the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. This is Mike Prince saying we'll see you on the other side. All right, this is Mike Prince with the victorious Coach Byron Rimm. Congratulations on a well-played game tonight, Coach.
Oh, well, thank you, man. It was a hard-fought game, and I'm very proud of our guys. They came out to play and knocked down some shots.
Well, the good thing about it, you didn't have to play another nail-biter nor overtime game, so how you feel about that?
Yeah, I'm very happy about that, and the way that we started in the game, I thought we were going to get down to that, but our guys, they stepped up. Montreal played a great basketball game with 28 points. DeMondre did a good job knocking knocked down free throws, and we defended well.
Now, it got a little heated toward the end, but I guess that's to be expected in those SWAC play, though, huh?
Yeah, guys just got to grow up, on both sides. Tomorrow is always going to come, and you don't want to jeopardize tomorrow by the stupidity you do today. So we got to make sure that we just do the little things, and okay, we got the game won, and just let sleeping dogs lie.
Yes, sir. Now, Coach, you're just about done with your first round of SWAC play, and things, could be no better than what you're looking at right now with this 4-2 start.
Yeah. We dropped 2 games, but we got to look past that, and we got another one on Monday.
All right. Well, I know you got Mississippi Valley coming in town. What are going to be some of your keys getting with Mississippi Valley?
Well, they're small and gritty, and they shoot the ball. So we got to make sure we defend, and once we defend, we'll be all right.
All right. Well, this is Coach Byron Rimm with the victorious Prairie View Panthers. This is Mike Prince, and we'll see you on the other side. Thank you, Coach.
All right, that was Coach Byron Rimm and Coach Don Brown of the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. We are going to take a quick break, and we'll be back to hear from the leading scorer of the Panthers basketball victory, Mr. Montreal Scott. You're listening to the Sports Report right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the Monday edition.
I had PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family.
We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, "Is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us." And really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Resources are available for military families. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
All righty then. Welcome back to the Sports Report. Mike Prince here with you. As you heard from Coach Byron Rimm and from Coach Don Brown, they were victorious in their battle against the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. The leading scorer for the men Panthers was Mr. Montreal Scott. Mr. Montreal Scott, who comes to Prairie View by way of Dallas, Texas, had a total of 28 points, 37 minutes played. He was 10 of 19 from the field, 8 of 15 from three-point range, and he had a total of 7 rebounds, 6 on the defensive side and 1 on the offensive side. He had a very strong performance to lead all scorers in Saturday night's contest at the Baby Dome on the campus of Prairie View A&M University. And we were able to catch up with Mr. Montreal Scott, and here are his reviews and reflections.
All right, this is Mike Prince with the Open Mic Broadcast Network. I have with me Mr. Montreal Scott, the leading scorer among all players tonight with a total of 28 points. How you feeling, young man?
I'm feeling great.
Feeling great. Now, you got 37 minutes under your belt, man. I want to let you know Miss Jeanette Jackson, she's accustomed to playing 40 minutes. So what you got to say about that?
JJ, she got more energy than me. But, I mean, I can play 40 minutes. I was supposed to play 40 tonight, but I told Coach, I was like, let me get a breather because, I felt like once I had got, a little winded, I was going to be lazy on defense. I don't want to let my team down, so I just asked Coach, give me a breather. He said, as soon as you're ready, go back in. So I did.
All right. Now, Montreal, you guys have been picking up the pace. You've been playing a lot of overtime games, a lot of close games. And how do you see that help you as a team?
Bringing us together, that fight, that will to want to win. I mean, never giving up until the zero sound. And one thing our team rely on is fighting and committing. Not fighting as in that physical stuff, but fighting as a team, fighting together, letting people know that we're not going to back down from, we're going to give it all till the zeros go out. And that's just how we play and how Coach Rimm really, instilling us that we got to play every single night, night in, night out.
Now, speaking of fight, there was a little skirmish come up toward the end. You want to explain what happened right there?
That's been, since I've been here, we didn't had a scuffle with them. I mean, last year, we got into a little scuffle in the tunnel, but it's all the will to not to want to lose and the will to want to win. Teams, when they lose, they try to find ways to get at you. But like I told my team, you got to keep your head, man. You mess up, you get ejected for the game Monday. And that's one thing I don't want none of my teammates to do is get ejected. I want everybody to play. So I told them, you just leave it alone. We shake their hand, let them go to the locker room. We go enjoy this win, but we got to get better tomorrow morning. So enjoy it till 12:01 tonight, and I mean it's back to grind time.
All right, now you got Mississippi Valley that's coming en route. They played down at Texas Southern on this evening. Do you have any insight on what it's going to take for you guys to be successful on that next opponent?
Play the same we played tonight. Everybody contribute some type of way, no matter what it is. Fight, and you know, once we watch the scout on them, focus on what our certain personnel does, and I mean, we just got to play and get the W.
All right, well, I got Mr. Montreal Scott. Now, you from D-Town, right? And you got a little swag in you. So I want you to give a shout-out to anybody you want to and tell them what you told me when you first met me. I don't even know if you remember that, but go ahead and tell them how you wanted me to introduce you.
Oh, man, I just really want to, you know, give thanks to God and then to my family back at home. I mean, they don't too much get a chance to come see me play. You know, that's what I do it for. And really, I just do it for my little brother because, I mean, he's a basketball fanatic. He do everything I do. So I just want to give a shout out to my family. You know, my girlfriend, she supports me all the time. You know, she might not be here, but she always going to make sure I know that she rooting for me. And I mean, I feel like I'm the best player in Dallas, coming out of Dallas. I mean, some people might think different, but that's just how I feel. People overlook me. Many high Division I schools have overlooked me, but, you know, Coach Rimm gave me a chance. And one thing I told Coach Rimm was I wasn't going to let him down. And, I mean, I'm going to show him this year. I got one more year. I mean, I'm going to do what I can to get this team a ring this year and next year.
Well, that sounds good, and it's always good to play with that chip on your shoulder and play with a purpose. I want to appreciate you very much for taking the time out, the leading scorer for all players tonight, Mr. Montreal Scott. This is Mike Prince with the Open Mic Broadcast Network and the Sports Report. God bless, and we'll see you on the other side.
And that was Mr. Montreal Scott, leading scorer for the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. And you will be able to watch them in action tonight on the hardwoods. They will host the Mississippi Valley Delta Devils. The tip-off time for the females will start at 5:30 Central Standard Time. And the men's game is scheduled for 7:30 p.m. or 30 minutes after completion of the first game. My name is Mike Prince. I want to thank you so much for tuning in to the Sports Report here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Reminding you that you can keep up with us on Twitter. That's OMBN_radio. Once again, we want to thank you so much for joining. Enjoy your Monday and come out to the Hill and watch some good basketball. Until tomorrow morning, may God bless you, may He keep you, and we'll see you on the other side. The Sports Report is a production of the Open Mic Broadcast Network located in Prairie, Texas. Serving the community through faith and athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network is the official voice of Waller County athletics.